Hello, all-in segment contributor. If you're watching this video, it either means you've been assigned to create a unique segment about the Outer Worlds for Nintendo Switch, or you are merely looting a desolate former retail store in the wake of a 24th century corporate apocalypse, as this footage loops distantly in the background. If it's the latter, all products in the store are still company property and should not be removed from the premises. Otherwise, happy ravaging. For you formers, welcome to your all-inclusive guide to making the best and only segment about the Outer Worlds for Nintendo Switch you can make. Our research shows that writers and audiences alike respond well to the pithy simplicity of acronyms. So to ensure that your segment manifests its maximum destiny, you will be following this catchy 5-part construct: storytelling, heroism, interactiveness, laconism, and labor. Put them all together, and you'll be shilling your way to an acceptable contribution to the Outer Worlds for Nintendo Switch marketing pantheon. Are you ready? Let's get started. Storytelling. When writing your segment, it's important for your audience to understand how the Outer Worlds for Nintendo Switch simultaneously evokes two different types of storytelling: psychological and sociological. Psychological storytelling describes the journey of the characters in the narrative and how they respond to the events unfolding around them. Conversely, sociological storytelling refers to the political state of affairs in the story's world and how they change in relation to actions taken by its inhabitants. The Outer Worlds for Nintendo Switch takes place in a complex corporate dystopia with wide-ranging effects on all those who reside within it. However, it's important to impart to your audience that this is merely a narrative device in a popular video game, and is not necessarily meant to draw comparison to the real world. Such an assumption would only amount to speculation, so remember the old saying: assuming makes you look stupid, and you should be embarrassed. Heroism. The Outer Worlds for Nintendo Switch is both a first-person shooter and a role-playing game, or as the gamers in your audience might refer to it, an FPS-RPG. Acronyms sure are fun. They're like if words could go on sale. In layman's terms, an FPS RPG simply allows players to make their own individual choices as they progress through the game's campaign, and no hero's journey is complete without indulging gratuitous, voracious violence. Players of the Outer Worlds for Nintendo Switch can select from an astounding arsenal of guns, melee weapons, and even larger guns. But that's not all. In addition to standing behind the cold indifference of militarized science fiction weaponry, players can call out commands to their teammates and even manipulate the flow of time itself. If we could manipulate time, we'd go back to the halcyon era before the Fair Labor Standards Act of 1938 irrevocably hindered American productivity. Like the old saying goes, sometimes progression requires regression. Interactiveness. Interacting with others is an essential part of the human experience, but it is not free from the harsh reality of repercussions. For example, if a Nugatory Solutions employee forsook their Nugatory Solutions family and began organizing their workplace, they might see themselves transferred to a remote job site in the Baltics, where they would be given an opportunity to think long and hard about their divisive actions. Likewise, in the Outer Worlds for Nintendo Switch, players have their choice in how to deal with different forms of adversity, and those choices come with a cavalcade of consequences, foreseeable or otherwise. This evokes a genuine role-playing experience, fully immersing the player in the Outer Worlds of The Outer Worlds on Nintendo Switch. Gamers love choice, probably because they're American, so it's only natural that they would crave the inalienable freedom to make choices in their games. Be sure to impart this to your audience in decisive terms, and question their authenticity if they dissent. After all, would a true gamer deny themselves the opportunity to destroy someone's life over a narrow definition of freedom? We don't think so, and neither do you. Laconism. Let's also keep this point laconic. The Outer Worlds for Nintendo Switch isn't very long. Completing the main campaign is a breeze, like a 6-day workweek, so it's imperative that your audience know what to do when the credits roll. Play it again, of course. The Outer Worlds for Nintendo Switch has a variety of opulent options for players seeking to start their adventure anew, from a harsher difficulty setting to simply making different choices. Remember those? A hard day's work is its own reward, and the Outer Worlds for Nintendo Switch makes it simpler than ever to rejoin the workforce when the galaxy needs them most. Say, all this talk about labor is reminding us of something. Why, it's our final point. Labor. Labor. Noun. Work, especially hard, physical work. With the help of a richly detailed world and distinct, recognizable characters, The Outer Worlds for Nintendo Switch delivers a narrative about the value of labor, and what can happen when that labor is unappreciated or even exploited. A cautionary tale for lesser businesses everywhere. But not ours, because here at Nugatory Solutions, we love your labor. Almost as much as we love the fact that you do your labor exclusively for us. Our many business ventures wouldn't be possible without your continued dedication to the Nugatory Solutions family, and for that, we thank you. That's why, in addition to this free mandatory training on The Outer Worlds for Nintendo Switch, we're offering you a one-time use coupon for one large 2-topping pizza at Nugatory Pizza Solutions in exchange for 1 week's pay. Don't go spending it all on one pizza now. Just kidding. The coupon may only be used to redeem one large 2-topping pizza at select Nugatory Pizza Solutions locations. Congratulations! You have now fulfilled your minimum training obligation and are ready to write a unique segment about The Outer Worlds for Nintendo Switch. We hope, nay, we know you had fun. Assuming you followed our instructions intimately, no reprimanding or relocation will be necessary. Be sure to visit us at youtube.com/NugatoryVideos for more instructional films and mental health services. If you are unable to complete your specialty segment training due to fever, blurred vision, nausea, sporadic limb growth, flesh evaporation, soul displacement, death, or explosive cell death, please contact your supervisor for rescheduling or reassignment.